Hey guys, it's Libby, and yesterday, on Saturday, I went to the NoVa Teen Book Fest. And for those of you not in the know, NoVa stands for Northern Virginia, which is basically the Washington, D.C. suburbs, because we're kind of a different state than the rest of Virginia. I had a really interesting time. I went to panels with authors like Jennifer Niven and Sarah Rosh. In one of the sort of smaller author Q&A sessions, I was the first one to have the chutzpah to ask a question to Morgan Rhodes, Sarah Rosh, and Alethea Kontis. So I got a gift card to One More Page Books. I can't remember if it's $10 off or 10% off, so my plan is to spend $100 and then it will just work out the same. I also met up with Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and warning, my camera is kind of permanently zoomed in a couple of feet, so it doesn't matter how far away I hold it. I still had a pretty hard time getting two people's faces into the frame, so be prepared for some artsy cinematography.
Ready?
It's on. Hi! I'm here with Sam from Thoughts on Tomes at the, what are we at? NoVa Teen Book Festival.
Yeah, waiting in line at this point.
Yeah, I'm actually not waiting in line, I'm sneaking into line, and the people behind me don't trust me.
Right.
So I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I have not read any books by any authors here.
Morgan Rhodes.
But I bought some.
Right, so you're ready now.
So I'm here just so that people know that to come to NoVa.
Right. To support it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to support it.
And also,
this is a great event. I really highly recommend it for next year. Yeah.
So get a plane ticket.
Right.
Come to this fabulous center of literary masterpieces in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Next year, America.
Exactly. I'll be here.
I'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Yeah, so it's a little embarrassing that I hadn't read any books by any of the authors there. But on the other hand, it was kind of nice once I got over the awkwardness, because I got to sort of tour a whole bunch of authors, which is more fun when they're telling you about their own books as opposed to when you're reading about it on Goodreads. And in some cases, the authors, their books didn't really sound like something that I would want to read, but I still really enjoyed listening to them talk. Matt de la Pena, who wrote The Living, Mexican Whiteboy, and We Were Here, did the closing keynote speech, which was amazing. He told us stories about how when his first book was published, he went to the bookstore and decided he was gonna camp out until someone bought his book, so he opened up a section in the romance shelves so he could stare through to the YA section, and no one bought his book, so eventually he just bought it himself. And when he was giving a speech to inmates at a women's prison, at one point one of the women just reached across the table and grabbed another woman's head and started banging it on the table. And he was like, should I keep going? I guess, maybe? Okay, so my book. Meanwhile, the people fighting are getting handcuffed on the table right in front of him. So I'd say if there is a book-related con or festival going on in your area, unless you live in New York City or Texas where you just are spoiled for choice, you should definitely go, even if the authors or the genre focus aren't really your thing, because authors are smart and good with words, and you may just want to sit and listen to them, even if you don't want to spend money and multiple hours reading their words. So, of course, I did buy some things while I was there. The first book I got was Enchanted by Alethea Kontis, which is the first book in the Woodcutter Sisters series. This is a series of fairy tale adaptations, sort of inspired by that nursery rhyme that goes, let me check, Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is loving and giving, Saturday's child works hard for a living, but the child who is born on the Sabbath day is blithe and bonny and good and gay. And I'm informed that it's something like a cross between The Princess Bride and Once Upon a Time, which are both awesome things. And Alethea is also seriously the coolest lady ever. She showed up in a corset and patchwork skirt and some pretty solid eye makeup. And she did some amazing work with her signature. There's multiple colors and drawings of flowers and a stamp over there from Princess Alethea. So I am excited to get to this someday when I'm done reading all of the other books that I have to read. The other book I got was Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes, which is the second book in the Fallen Kingdom series. And in case you forgot from earlier in this video, I have not read any of Morgan Rhodes' books, but they didn't have the Fallen Kingdoms, the first book in the series, for sale. So I just got this one so she could sign it. And then later I will get the first one and then read them properly. Don't worry, I'm not going to start with this one. I'm not insane. And I know that Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey did a PSA on why you should read the Falling Kingdoms series, link below or over here. But there is one very important thing that she did forget, which I think just applies to the hardcovers as far as I know. And that is that something about the quality of the paper on the dust jacket makes it really easy to peel stickers off of. So do not be afraid to buy a hardcover from the Falling Kingdom series if it has stickers all over it, because they will just cleanly come right off, and that is very important to me. No one wants little sticky bleh, but she did sign this book as well, and she was kind enough to record a bit of a video with me. Again, epic cinematography. So I'm here with my face, everyone's face, Morgan Rhodes at NoVa Teen Book Festival, and she wanted to say hi to you guys.
Hi to all of Libby's subscribers. Happy reading.
Morgan Rhodes will also like seriously swag you out at her book signings. I got a bookmark. I actually got 2 bookmarks because I got one from the panel she was on, and then I got this one later for her new, the spin-off to the Falling Kingdom series, Book of Spirits and Thieves. Yes. Also, Falling Kingdoms poster and Falling Kingdoms pin. So yeah, basically, go to book cons. They're fun, even if you don't know anybody there. I will see you soon.